YouTube channel. We recently got to 1,000 subscribers, and so that unlocked us being able to go live on mobile. And so I appreciate all of you guys for subscribing, for coming to the channel, for supporting me. Those of you, I know a lot of people came once we all gathered together in Atlanta, and I want to thank all of you who did show up, and those of you who didn't show up but you still showed your support. You shared the videos, you commented, you let other people know about what was going on, and you're spreading the word, and you're planning to come to the next one. Thank you guys so much as well. But I just wanted to, say that first, since this is our first live here on the channel. Now, the topic of today is, oh my God, I can't get away from you, dude. I love you so much. No cap, no cap. I love you so much, Zay. Oh my gosh. What's funny? I literally left you. I left Instagram to avoid this. I'm literally doing this live on YouTube on purpose, bro. Peace, Drew. Peace, God. So the topic of today is one that I do want to talk about and that I have experience with. So the thing is, yes, I have been married and I'm in the midst of a divorce right now. With the whole COVID thing going on, it's taken a lot longer than I would like for it to, but I already know that season is soon to end. And that was my first experience with this particular topic, submitting as a woman, allowing your man to lead. Now, this doesn't always have to apply with peace, everybody in the comments. This doesn't always have to apply to a relationship. This doesn't a romantic relationship. This doesn't always have to apply to marriage. So, me coming as of course as a child, it's different when you're a child. You have to listen to your father. It just is what it is. But me being an adult, having to move back in with my parents and still respecting my father as the head of the household, that's a different story. It still applies. I still have to respect my father as the head of the household. Even though that's not who I personally am married to, that's who my mother is married to, and I have to respect the rules of the house. Now, I recently was in a new environment with a different head of household, and it was very, very, very different from what I'm used to in any house I lived in. And then growing up, my family had to move around a lot. And so we stayed with relatives at some points. And I have never been in an environment like the one I was in previously. So nothing really prepared me for what I had to face. I guess everything prepared me for what I had to face. It's just I had never experienced it before. So I couldn't go through my memory and be like, oh, when I was in this situation before I did this. It was like, no, I had to think on my feet a lot. And what women need to ask themselves, whether you refer to yourself as an empress, a queen, a goddess, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. What is that man going to call you? You can be as pretty as you want to be. You can have yourself together as much as you want to have yourself together. You can even have a lot of money. Okay? But if you're not treating that man the right way, none of that matters. They get past your looks very quickly. Especially in this day and time. If you're looking for a real relationship, like, it would be like, oh, she's cute, but what does she have to offer? And I don't like when people say stuff like, what does a woman bring to the table and all that. I don't like those words because automatically people think financial. But no, it's not about what you bring financially to the table. A woman shouldn't have to bring any money to the table. She shouldn't have to. Now, if she wants to have her own business on the side, outside of what the man's doing, then sure, like, she's welcome to do that. It's great for women to do that. It's a great bonus. It's a great plus. But most women are not capable of being a submissive woman and making money. And that is why for a lot of them it's either or. It's not about, oh, okay, my business can work in harmony with the family business and the kids can work for both businesses. No, a lot of women are in competition with their men. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to be in competition. It's supposed to be one unit. And I can say I definitely made that mistake in my first marriage because It wasn't even like that I wanted to be in competition. It was just like I played his game of wanting to be in competition, and I didn't I'm not going to say put myself down enough. It was more so like I didn't make it clear to him that I don't want to compete with you and I don't want to continue trying to go up and up and up when we haven't set a solid foundation yet. I was supposed to make it more clear that we needed a solid foundation before we can keep rising. We rose very, very high, very, very fast, and fell and crashed. I'm not finna do that in my next relationship. And so what happened recently, I wasn't in an environment where I was helping to build a man up. Talk that talk, sis. Appreciate it. I wasn't in an environment where I had to build that man up. My ex-husband and I are close to the same age, so we were in a building stage. And unfortunately, he couldn't take anything from our relationship. He has nothing from our relationship. All of our relationship, all he has is some head knowledge. And I'm not saying that that's not even a bad thing. It's just I'm physically taking things from our relationship. I am benefiting to the fullest from our relationship. I have my own online business that I got started because he wanted to do certain business things in our relationship. I still have some investments and some knowledge and information that I got during our relationship, and I'm able to take it with me without it being attached to him directly. I'm able to do this by myself. For him, it's a little different. He even wanted to continue doing business with me, which I still think we should for our son's sake. So when he gets older, he'll be able to have some assets when he gets, becomes an adult and everything. His circumstances are not allowing for him to do that. So even with that being said, he still wants my help. I don't need his help, nor do I want it in my business, but in his business, he wants my help. Now, I'm not saying, oh yeah, you want me back. I'm not finna do that. I don't have time to even entertain that type of energy. Because the thing is, I am willing to help him. But like I said, his circumstances don't allow for him to even utilize the asset that he has. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take my asset as to somebody else and benefit them. I'm not just finna sit with these gifts and not help somebody else. And so what have I been doing with my time? What I've been doing with my time is, of course, getting myself together, learning more things about me, and allowing myself to attract what I want and really what I need. A lot of women say that they want a man of status, they want a wealthy or rich man. A lot of y'all can't handle it. I'm being straight up. Do you know about financial literacy? Do you know how to balance a checkbook? Do you know how to handle deposits and withdrawals from a bank account? Do you know how credit works? Do you know how investments work? Are you learning about cryptocurrency? Are you learning about NFTs? Do you know how to run a business? Do you know how to run an online business? Do you know about marketing and sales? Do you know about promotion? Do you know about social media? Do you know how analytics work? There's a lot that goes into business that people don't think about. There's a lot that goes into relationships that people don't think about. It was destined. I caught your live. Oh, for real? I love that goddess. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I literally said this before I got off of Instagram. I just did a live on Instagram. I was like, I really want more goddesses on my YouTube channel. I really do. I really do, because this is for us. This is literally for us. All the gods and all the men, I appreciate all the males, watching my channel, and I appreciate you for sharing it with your goddesses and everything, but have them to subscribe to my channel, because sometimes I don't want y'all involved in everything. I'll literally be like, men, don't click on this video at some points. RIP Young Dolph. Yes. You're so beautiful. Hope y'all are having a deserving day. Peace and love. I thank you so much. A deserving day. That is okay. I needed to hear this more than anything. Yes. A lot of our goddesses and our women and our ladies need to hear this. And so, going back, can you handle all that? Can you logically handle all that? Because we already know we're emotional beings. I just happen to be born with less emotional pulls than most women. According to my birth chart, You know, I have more points masculine than I do feminine. So therefore, I never have been an emotional person. On top of being a Capricorn, I've never just like been emotional all like in an extreme way, unless you know I am on my cycle or something, so that adds to it. But still, I'm just chill most of the time. But even then, I do have my moments. I do have my times. And so, in an emergency situation, right? Are you calm enough to look at your man and wait for him to make the first move instead of you panicking? You see that a lot. Where it's like it's an emergency situation, the man's trying to tell the woman what to do, and then she decides to do something different because she's emotional, and it ends up costing somebody their life or their health or their livelihood. Whereas if she would have just listened to him and connected with him telepathically, because a lot of this has to do with telepathy and your spiritual connection to your partner. So when you're not waiting for him to make that first move to lead and protect, then you're taking on his role and you're not doing it properly. So when you talk about wanting a man with status and money, are you prepared to have security with you? Are you prepared to be in prestigious areas and prestigious places and getting, patted down